And welcome to Chapter 4, End of the Line.
Which is not the last chapter.
No, it's not. It's the end of the train line we were on last time. Now, Jack jumped off a moving train full of bombs.
That was so brave.
Chapter. That was very brave of him. And he's going to be laying in a valley right now.
Hey, you're in the first level from the original Dead to Rights.
More or less. Okay, sure. I'll buy that. Why not?
Yeah.
Now we're playing as Shadow, and this isn't quite clear, but Jack is unconscious under the dangling part of a train, and he's going to be crushed by it. So we have to go drag him out from it.
This better be worth it.
To that end, here's another stealth section.
Good, I was missing those.
I have to admit,
I'm just the conductor!
You kind of threw me for a loop. I really don't know what the Triad's plan is anymore. Because last time, we were chasing Sang, and he jumped on the train.
Sang being the cokehead mime.
Right, and when we jumped on the train, it was full of bombs. And, you know, like, oh, there's
Shadow. It's some telepathic element there, good.
Yeah, that Shadow apparently is able to kill outside of his corporeal body. From what it's like.
That's what happens when you crossbreed.
This was supposed to be a stealth section, but again, we don't really need stealth as Shadow.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the need for it yet.
No, it's kind of crazy. Alright, so Sang was on board this train, along with tons of Triad guys and bombs.
Sure.
And somehow the bombs just started getting set off.
Shadow, what are you digging for?
He's digging for a heart. A human heart, which he can eat.
Ew. It's kind of gross when you put it like that.
Oh, yeah, well, it is pretty gross. Yeah, so in other words, I don't really know what the plan was anymore. I had an idea in my head before you pointed out that, yeah. Oh, here's Jack. We're just going to eventually drag him out of there, and
Impeccable timing, Shadow.
basically, yeah, even more impeccable timing. Jack was only unconscious for like 10 seconds longer than he needed to be. So,
And he's completely fine now.
Right. So apparently, Sang is gonna destroy Grant Central Station, and we have to stop
he was
that.
escorting the bombs to the station to blow it up.
Yeah, that's allegedly what was going on.
But the bombs were armed and about to...
Yeah, I don't quite get who was
Maybe
setting
he
the
thought
timers there.
he would time it perfectly, so right when the train arrives, it explodes.
That's what I thought too, but apparently the train blew up before then, and that's why Jack had to jump off.
Well, have you seen the delays that Amtrak has nowadays?
So you think that this was actually all perfectly timed, but it was Grant City's own scheduling system that fucked this up?
I mean, the Triads are mimes. I think they would have a pretty good sense of timing and finesse for these sorts of explosive terrorist operations.
It's tough, yeah. Alright, so we're about to head into basically a war zone.
On your feet, Shadow.
Yeah, he's
I didn't train you for this.
He's fine, apparently. But we're gonna have to run through a blank train yard, I suppose. And get to Grant Central Station, which Sang is apparently gonna blow up.
What's that going to accomplish?
Which is what it's going to accomplish? Sang
blowing up the train station, yeah. Just because explosions look cool?
I think so, yeah. Well, okay, here's what we have as a hint, right? Riggs is meeting up with a Triad member. Yeah, this was not well planned by either of them. Riggs was gonna blow up, no, Riggs met with a Triad member who said that this job was too big, but they're going for it anyway. So it seems like Riggs is kind of planning something. That seems to be where the plot is now,
Does
apparently.
this involve the giant gunship? To perhaps blow up the train station?
Not directly, but, actually, I mean... See, I thought initially that the train was going to blow up the train station, but apparently that's not part of it, because the train blew up early. I can't tell if it's because of Jack's arrival or what. But then there's also all these Triad guys who are already at the train station, who Jack's trying to shoot now.
The Triad members who will be blown up at the train station.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, I don't see how else this could go, really. Well, anyway, how you feeling about Dead to Rights Retribution?
You know, I gotta say I have mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings,
Mixed
okay.
feelings so far, yeah.
I think Jack doesn't have as much girlfriends as he did in the past game, which I really like.
I think that might be what's missing for me.
The love story,
Yeah,
the romance aspect
the human
of it.
interest part just isn't there as much as it
Right.
was in the original.
See, at this point, when you got to Chapter 4, you'd already escaped from prison.
I know, there's a lot more plot, too.
Yeah.
A lot more intrigue.
Well, this time around, they keep you in the dark more, is the trick with Dead to Rights Retribution.
Well, you haven't been betrayed by a single person yet.
You know what it is? There's more intrigue here. They want to keep you guessing, you know what I mean? And also, there's a helicopter here. I've not yet...
So I'm supposed to feel intrigued right now?
Aren't you, though?
If I said yes, would that be okay?
That'd be okay.
I'm really intrigued right now.
I'm glad. I'm glad. But there's another helicopter following us around, and it's not clear on what the helicopter is or who it is. But we're about to enter, I guess, GCS, we're going to call it.
Yes.
There we are. And that's the proper way to enter, I suppose.
Do you even know that you've been killing triads this whole time?
I mean, I assume Jack knows, at least. I'm kind of figuring one of us has an idea of what's going on here. I mean, I'd hope. Whoa.
Where's your ticket, Mr. Slate?
No ticket. And then he throws him into the grinders.
Jesus, that was awesome!
Can I just remind you that Jack woke up from unconsciousness not 10 minutes ago? Yeah. This is basically like breakfast for Jack Slate.
Time to go about my day.
Yeah. Apparently I killed 2 people without even realizing it.
What we're actually seeing is Jack's commute to work right now. 5 days a week, this is what he does.
We're gonna meet a new character.
I can see you on the security cameras.
You look gorgeous.
Please be aware of that, if nothing else. Alright, so we've got a friend here in the, I don't know, train platform announcer is somehow seeing everything that's going on.
We stepped into a spectator sport.
Welcome to the new stage of Dead to Rights, where we're now fighting the triads in the train station.
So they just continually pour in?
Well, according to the announcer, they're coming in from the other side of the station, which means that this was a multi-pronged attack, apparently.
So they were planning on Jack's arrival?
No, okay. Alright, let's think about this. There was a train coming in that they put bombs on.
Right.
And I might as well tell you that there were more bombs on the... I don't know why Jack loves this disarm. There were more bombs already in the station, so I guess we were bringing auxiliary bombs that were already on a timer to save time, but they blew up early because Seng was on the train and would have blown up with the bombs.
So those bombs were meant to further explode the bombs in the station, in case those bombs weren't enough, maybe?
I'm sorry, you said the word bombs too many times. I kind of lost track of what that word even means now.
I was saying this game's sales really bombed.
I think you'd be about right.
You have the right to remain silent!
I really...
Sorry, the voice acting there.
Did he say you have the right to remain silent really loud?
Really enunciating the silent part of it, yeah.
I was waiting for that to fucking happen. That's my favorite thing he says in the whole game. Alright,
apparently Jack disagrees.
Besides that, I'm sorry.
Is Jack still in the midst of puberty? His voice cracks at random times.
It's great.
You have the right to remain silent!
Silent! Oh wait, we got a
Oh
new
wait, that was
disarm.
411. What?
Alright, that was ridiculous.
Train blow up? What the hell's happening?
What did
No,
you
thank
do
you.
to that guy?
Random people. You have all sorts of crazy things to say.
He's got a gun!
There are more gunmen in the main hall. You've got to stop them.
What if a random citizen thought he was talking to them?
What a fucking waste.
I don't know. I'm not really aware of anything that's going on right now anymore.
I've kicked a dog, time to shoot the heavily armed man.
That didn't go well for me either. And there's news going on right now, at least. Alright. Now that that's over with.
Yeah.
Hopefully the announcer's going to come back and tell us exactly what the plot here is and what the Triad's plan is. I'll give you a hint that actually is going to happen.
Do we get to meet this announcer face to face?
No. I think he was added after the fact when they realized this was just random nonsense.
Yes.
Here we go.
I can see them putting something on the main column support. Oh my god! I think they're trying to blow up the building!
This is the worst PBS telethon I've ever seen.
Okay, so the big problem is now we have like a giant grand room in Grand Central Station, and 3 minutes to run to 3 different sections of it, avoid snipers and random guys, and disarm 3 bombs in the whole thing.
Yawn. That's what I call Jack's lunch break.
Well, we got bullet time at least, so that'll help us out.
Just keep bullet time on, you'll turn that 3 minutes into 30.
Exactly, and it's all set. Yeah, this part completely sucks, and it's a pain in the ass on any difficulty level, but hell, even getting shot in the head in the middle of it doesn't really help out. So we're just gonna run for bomb number 1.
Well, come on, how come Jack's not saying something like, it's time to derail your little operation?
Well, I don't know, the chapter is called Off the Rails, so I would think that would happen at some point.
Yeah, but the writers did that, not Jack.
Did you notice, too, that, like, these guys are, like, performing kung fu moves on Shadow?
Yes.
There we go.
Well, to be fair, Shadow is a 5th degree black belt himself.
Well, yeah, that's true. Alright, good news is we've got 1 bomb, but the bad news is we're already 1 minute down.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, defusing a bomb spawns a sniper, which you can now see is, like, training in on us. And by every bomb, at least, is a sniper's rifle, so we can have something to, like, fight back with. So there is that.
How hard is it to snipe snipers?
Well, as you can see, it's actually fairly difficult. The nice thing is that, like most sniper's rifles in modern video games, 1 shot kills anyone no matter where you hit them. Have you ever noticed that? Like, what is with that in games lately? Alright, we'll let Shadow take it.
Literally, feed my bloodlust!
Alright, we've already lost about a minute.
Okay,
And
you know what would make this action scene really touching?
what's that?
If when the countdown was getting closer to 0, Ghost Dad appeared and fought alongside you.
Oh my god. Actually, I think that's one of the takedowns. The brutal takedowns is when Ghost Dad comes in and sort of smiles over it.
Yeah, and in the credits you box Ghost Dad.
That really would make me sad.
Yeah, and Jack doesn't understand why his punches never land.
God damn it. Alright, listen, we have 48 seconds left.
And 1 bomb to go.
Do you think we could make it? We're at the Lost and Found. And we're gonna have to run all the way to where that guy with the hood is standing.
That hipster.
This is so intense. I don't know what to say. I miss Timmy. I really do.
Yeah,
Go.
he would know what to do.
Yay.
We?
Thank God, indeed. And so ends another repetitive gunfight.
And now the Pledge of Allegiance.
No warning this time. Just guns blazing. Not exactly procedure. I
And
guess
Jack's one for a stickler for the rules.
on a vengeance streak all its own. Exactly the kind of distraction Sang would use for an escape. Couldn't let that happen.
So now apparently SWAT's arrived.
Just teleported in.
Yeah, just, you know, kind of helping out. But it's up to Jack to chase down Sang, the evil mind cokehead dude.
Can you do it?
No, I can't. Honestly.
Who's there?
Apparently.
That wasn't a very funny knock-knock joke.
Get in there, boy, go!
I don't.
Jack
quite
is
know what
giving
Jack
words of
meant
encouragement
there.
to his fists.
There we are.
Punch, punch, fuck it, shoot.
Yeah. Well, there's a point, really, when even Jack has to realize, you know, melee, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. By the way, why are there pews, do you think, in, like, the train station?
Well, you saw the big giant hall. Every Sunday they have mass here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And you just sit right in the center of the hallway like that when you're praying?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Wouldn't you?
I would now, frankly, after seeing all... Hey! You don't be a dick, Triad guy.
For all you know, these
Anyway.
could be people just trying to board a train.
Well, you know, you'd think, like, by now there's, like, all these oil barrel bombs going... You know, for a big commuting station, by the way, there was, like, no one in there, either.
Well, there was a warning about, you know, possible bomb forecast today.
It's a good thing that announcer saved everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, we got a takedown coming. It's just this.
Oh, I haven't seen that one before.
I know, yeah, Jack really loves that one. Holy shit!
Damn, Shadow.
That guy
Not feeling that.
That guy kicked our dog.
How does PETA feel about this game?
I'm sure they feel very good about it. I'm sure everyone feels very good about it.
Well, I mean, the ratio of human to animal brutality is a little imbalanced, to be fair.
Well, no, yeah, it is skewed. I mean, Shadow is biting people's balls off at the very...
Yeah.
Whoa. Alright, now, we're toward the end of this level, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, I'm sure everyone's glad to hear, because this is repetitive nonsense. And I actually, I left a death in,
Uh-oh.
because, basically, I'm
What?
really lazy. No, and, it spawns you right at the end
After
of the
you
last-
die, listen out for Shadow's bark. He may try to show you something.
But it's right by the next...
No place left to run, fucker.
Ugh.
You can not kill me, Mr. Policeman.
Oh, Seng's coked up and he knows Kung Fu.
Always. No, pretend to throw a rope at him and pull him in.
We don't know those tricks.
Little
All
dance
right.
it out a little bit. Okay.
It's our first boss fight.
To
It's time
pay
for-
his fare.
It's time for that.
Wait, are we in a taxi stand now?
I don't know, but Shadow now suddenly is part of the fight, despite the cutscene, and so are Seng's little friends. So, Seng is a long melee fight
Oh,
for
fun.
some reason.
Real fun.
Yeah. And, we still have our takedowns, as you notice, there's nobody in here again. But, alright, so the whole trick to Sang, and actually it turns out any melee fight in the whole game, is if you do 2 side dodges in a row, no enemy can defend or counter against this. They just don't know how to deal with that.
Well, it's 2 side steps.
Right. 1, they'll still, like, reposition themselves correctly, but 2 is too much, apparently.
Sang just had to watch that takedown real quick.
Well, yeah, I mean, can you blame him?
Yeah, I mean, kind of want to see where he's going with it.
I can't revive Shadow, for God's sake.
On your feet, Shadow. Do you not understand basic commands?
Alright, so here we go. Yeah, see what happens if you attack Sang head on?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
good.
but if you
Stick
if you
with your
dodge
quick Heisman pose.
right, if you dodge twice to the side, then Sang just starts attacking in a completely different direction. The good
Well,
news
he's
is
coked up. Who can blame him?
to be fair, yeah. Sang can counter a lot of your moves. He can do that sort of thing, which is why I totally recommend cheating on this and doing the side move no one can counter. See how, like, when I try to fight him normally, I just end up losing a bunch of health?
You're right.
Yeah, but when you cheat, it makes things so much better. Look at that. He's
Well-
already up to his calves in blood.
Well, Jack is a cop who does not play by the rules.
Really, Captain Ines should have yelled at him some more. Get it really going. Oh. Uh-oh.
I want to watch that late night roundup they're advertising. When is it, the 23rd?
Apparently at 11 p.m. EST.
Yeah. Winter versus Harwood.
You know what's great boss music? Not this!
How about
mean-
if it's slowed down?
Do I have to pretend this is like a strategy guide or something? You can counter Sang's moves, but don't bother. Just do the same thing over and over again. Every time you take a risk, it ends up hurting you. Alright, so the whole goal of this fight is to get Sang into a hold, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's
you
how you
can't-
find a way to defeat him?
Yeah, basically. And you can't do that until he is like...
What this
really...
fight needs is some production values from the movie Hero.
I think it needs some more dust randomly coming from the
Yeah.
ground.
Maybe
That
leaves
part.
falling from the sky.
Uh-oh, wait, look at this. Here's a random cutscene with a train. This is totally not relevant.
The stakes are now higher than ever.
Shadow, who healed
Now
you?
where shall we go?
What?
Now where shall we go?
Oh, so you're gonna let the train hit him?
Even volatile games can't make this cutscene work seamlessly.
And he just kind of
Grand
goes over
Central
there.
was safe for now. I still didn't have a direct link to Riggs. He'd supplied Sang with drugs and guns, paid him to tear up the city alongside the Union. The question was, why?
For some
I
reason,
had to
Sang
follow
wouldn't
the
talk
only
after he
lead
got
I
hit
had
by that
left,
train.
Dock 765, the place where Riggs' shipping crates had come from.
Alright. And that's the end of Chapter 4, Off the Rails.
Perhaps the most compelling chapter yet. Or dare I say, the most intriguing.
Wait, you're telling me you caused that train wreck?
No, that was
That
the
enormous
Triads,
bicep?
Not me. I just got off early. Without Shadow, I wouldn't have made it at all.
People could have died in that explosion, Jack.
Seriously, is that a globe in your arm, Jack? What is that?
Yeah, well, more people would have died if that thing had actually hit Grand Central.
Please. Don't you see this is doing more harm than good? You need help. A doctor.
Tonight, you're my doctor. And I kind of think I might be in need of a sponge bath. Ow. Bedside manner's a little rough.
So is your timing.
Oh, easy.
I'll throw a train at you.
Now let me take a look at that hand. How did this happen? Who did this to you?
Same guy who did the shoulder. I was getting to that.
I can only explain it in what I call Chapter 5.
So chapter 5 is a flashback?
All of what's happened is a flashback.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah. This is a big frame story.
Right.
Remember. Yes. And it's going to turn into retribution. Gasp.
Could I be more intrigued right now?
So hey, it's been our first official boss fight of the game. You feel like you're fighting? Do you feel like you're fighting through this for commentary like I do?
I've been snorting some coke to help.
That I find does help a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, there's bombs going off, subways, gunfights, but it's like, yeah. So only 6 more chapters to go with that.
Oh, more of the same?
Dead to rights.
Seriously though, that arm freaked me out.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting,
Scary.
honestly.
I need to lift some weights.
Yeah. That kid.
Yeah,
He's
dead to-
kind of disgusting, actually, honestly. Like, kind of like a mutant freak. I'm really sorry about that. I know you didn't sign up for that, but
Ugh.
he's